Okay, as promised, this week I'm posting my 36K challenge schedule, which means that today we're going to talk about training for your half marathon, your 36K challenge, or even a Dopa challenge. So the 36K challenge schedule is up. I'll leave a link in the description. It's a link to my brand new website. There's not a lot of information on the website right now. There will be in the future. I'll be posting my running plans, the races I got planned, the videos, training tips, and right now you can download the schedule there. I wanted to talk about the schedule a little bit and explain how to work the schedule. There's two links there. There's one for numbers and one for Excel, whichever computer you use, software. The schedule assumes that you're a runner already, that you're at least able to run 5K. So there's two schedules in there. One starting at 5K point. The other is my own schedule, which basically starts at 10K. If you haven't been training or you haven't started yet, the training schedule starts on the 21st of May. So you have until then to get to the point where you need to be. If you're already at the 5K point, excellent. Try and get above that already. Try and get a little higher, get comfortable running 6, running 7. It'll make your training in the beginning a lot easier and it'll help you move up quicker. Try and already set your schedule a little bit and try and stick to it. Of course, there are days that things come up and you have to switch days or whatever. That's fine. But try as much as possible to stick to your schedule. That way your schedule becomes a great motivator for you to get out there to run. Right now you might think, oh yeah, well I'm gonna stick to the schedule because I want to really do this. 2 months from now, you're gonna want to not go out there. You're gonna say, I've been running a lot. I don't really need to run now. I don't feel like it. I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow's gonna be raining. And you're not gonna go out running. And the day after, you're gonna have plans. This way, if you have the schedule, you need to stick to it. If you haven't seen my video yet on motivation tips for running, I'll leave a link in the description. I have a video that helps you stay motivated, and a lot of these tips are in that video as well. We started training on the 21st of May. The 36K challenge is not till September. That's a long way away. If you're using this to train for Dopa, that's in January. So we have a long way to go. We need motivation to get out there, to get running. So this way we can motivate each other. This is my motivation, to get you to go running. So let's get out there and run. I know a lot of you are also doing the Galloway plan, which is great. It's a great plan. Jeff Galloway knows what he's talking about. He's a great athlete and a terrific guy. He's really nice. I met him at the expo in Disney World, and I've seen him on other people's videos, and he's always willing to talk to everybody and give tips to everybody. He's the nicest guy. I just don't follow his plan because it doesn't work as well for me. Because if you know his plan, it's the runs that you're doing are in minutes. So it says run 30 to 45 minutes. And if you're not running really fast, then you're just not running as much. So for me, I just want to know the distance that I'm running. So my schedule is set in: today you're running 5K, today you're running 12K, today you're running 18K. We'll get to that. Not in the beginning, but yeah, that way you know the distance that you're running, and no matter how long it takes you, that's how much you're running. So that I prefer that, and hopefully you do too, and you can follow along with my plan. If you're following the Jeff Galloway plan, that doesn't mean you can't follow along with my training, because it still starts 21st of May, and it'll still go on until the 36K challenge. So you can still follow along. Your runs will just be different. The distances will be different. The time of the runs will be different. But we can still train together. I mentioned the Dopa challenge. Maybe you're training for the Dopa challenge, not the 36K challenge, or maybe you're doing both. So if you're doing Dopa, you can follow along with this training schedule, because it'll get you to the point of that half marathon and a little more, and it just means that after that you have to keep going. So you can extend the schedule to the Dopa challenge. The Dopa challenge training officially doesn't start until July, but to get you up to that point in the beginning of July, where you should be comfortable running maybe 10K, this training schedule can help you to that point, so you can start comfortably in July. I talk a lot about motivation. It's because it's something that we really need. When you're training for something, you still need to be motivated to go out there and go train. The 36K, running that is a good motivator, but also training together, having a schedule. There's a lot of things that can motivate you, and maybe you need some help with that. So I talk about that, and check out the link below for my other video about motivation. And in the coming weeks, we'll be talking a lot about motivation. And with these videos on Facebook, on YouTube, leave comments to keep each other motivated. So I got to a point now where I have to go around a little bit, because look who's on my path. I would normally just pass right by him, but the babies are right on the path there, so I'm just gonna walk through the grass for a little bit. Okay, back to running. On the schedule, you can also fill in the days that you cross-train. When you ride a bike, or you go swimming, or do whatever is good for you. I like to use my bike. That way, it's low impact on the muscles and my joints, and it trains different muscles than that I'm already training while running, and it makes me stronger. It makes me a stronger runner. Use the schedule as a log as well, so write down what you've done, how long your run took. If you do other exercises, write down what you did. If you went biking, how much you biked, how long you biked, how far you biked. That way you keep a log of what you've done, and you can see how much you've improved. I used to do the P90X program, and I think Tony's his name, and he always said, how can you know what to do if you don't know what you've done? If you want to improve, you need to know what you did before. Keep a schedule, keep a log. It'll motivate you, and you can actually see your improvement. There's more over there. And there's one there. That's awesome. That's why I love running here. You never know what you're gonna run into. Bunnies, cows, sheep. I love it here. Okay, one more thing that you have to put in your schedule is rest days. You have to make sure that you're not constantly running, you're not constantly doing things. Your muscles need their rest as well. So if you have 3 runs in a week that you need to schedule, don't schedule them 3 days in a row. Have some rest in between, or do a run, have a cross-train day, then have a run, have a rest day, and do another run. Mix it up a little bit, but your muscles, your legs, they need some rest. They need to recover, especially when we get further along in the schedule and you're doing longer runs. So make sure you get your rest. Okay, done with my 15K run. Took a little longer than planned because there's a lot of stopping and walking for this video. Download the schedule, start filling it in already. You have a month still to get ready and get to that point where you feel comfortable to start your training. You start 21st of May, so until then, get out there and run.